Periyava Sharanam, Experiences with His Holiness, narrated by Naduvakkarai A. Narayanaswamy Iyer, Chennai 107, compiled by T.S. Kodandarama Sharma. What does Sir Stafford Cripps say? Continued. After the evening puja, Periyava would be discussing about Vedic topics with many Pandits and Ganapatis, those who recite Vedas according to a specific rule. At the center, there would be burning two large brass standing lamps that were 5 feet tall. There was no electricity then. He had given me a book to read loudly, standing under the light of the lamp, and I was busy with his conversation. The discussions were intense, generating a lot of noise. While I was reading, I read mediation instead of meditation, and Periyava laughed. He said he is an accountant, so he reads meditation as mediation. Then he gave an exposition on meditation for half an hour and took us all mentally through the whole Bharatakantam. There was absolutely no chance that anyone could have even heard what I was reading, much less understand it, in the noisy situation that prevailed there. But then, who can do what with this Shatavadani? The one who simultaneously is attentive to 100 things. My mistake did reach his ears. Within a few days, the camp left for Thiruvisainallur, the village of Sridhara Ayyaval. The Sri Matham elephant was affected with madness there. No one could control it, as it severed and threw away many thatched sheds. Many houses were also damaged. Even buses and cars did not escape the elephant's wrath. The traffic came to a standstill. A person from the Matham came to my home with the news that Periyava called me to consult about his thought whether the elephant could be intercepted and sent across the two rivers to our village. I was not at home at that time, so came to know it only later. It was very difficult to make the elephant cross the two rivers at the same time in the evening. My health was also not in tune. So, by the time I was ready to start to Sri Matham in the morning, I got the terrible news that the police had shot the elephant dead. I was aghast with sorrow and shame, with the pangs of the thought that I could have gone in the night itself. I went to meet Periyava. Giving up his food and puja and with no intention to see anyone, Periyava was sitting in solitude at the back of the Matham. Grief was palpable everywhere. No one spoke anything. People were hesitant to approach the sage. Slowly, one by one, we went near the place where Periyava was seated. Wailing that I had done apacharam, offense, I fell at his feet. People were standing, not knowing what to do. Half an hour passed this way. Then Periyava slowly started speaking about his loss with immense grief and with the voice of a mother who lost her only son. A loud voice that could be heard all around narrated about the elephant's birth, rearing, body marks, its character, and other related things, ending it all with the conclusion that its lifetime was destined to be only that much, and became silent again, leaning on the wall, his entire face painted with worry and sorrow. All of us went melting with compassion shown. That was not just a thought of consideration for a Jeevan that could not speak, but a flood of compassion for the entire world of living beings. It is 50 years since this happened. I am 84 years old. Even today, my heart skips a beat if I think about it. One can see Periyaval's eye blossom at the mention of the name Alangudi, Gurusthalam, for he is the avatara of that Guru. Whatever the crowd, when he asks me, what from Alangudi? It will be an experience of overall melting. As Manikkavachaga Peruman said, Ulandal nindru uchiyalavum nenjai urugattan seyyum. Melting away from the feet right up to the head. Periyava Sharanam.